say that a king sleeps near a beggar if the beggar lives near him, or that the church is supported by your drum because it stands by your drum. You're right, sir. What a wonderful time to be alive. Sentences can be turned inside out so easily nowadays. Viola, that's true. People who fool around with words too much can make words act like horse, changing all the time, and immoral too. Well, that's why I wish my sister didn't have a name, sir. Viola, why, man? Well, her name's a word, and if you fooled around with it, you might make her into a whore. But rascals, ever since people started using written contracts rather than their word of honor. Viola, why do you say that? Honestly, sir, I don't need to use words to explain why, and since the words are so unreliable and false, I'd rather avoid using them in a serious discussion. Viola, I bet you're a happy fellow who doesn't care about anything. Oh, you're wrong, sir. I do care about something, but I'll admit I don't care for you. If that means I don't care about anything, you should disappear right now, since you're nothing. Viola, aren't you Lady Olivia's fool? No, sir. Lady Olivia doesn't want to have anything to do with foolishness, so she won't have a fool until she gets married. Fools are to husbands and anchovies are to sardines. Husbands are the bigger ones. I'm not her fool. I just make words into horse for her. Viola, I saw you at Contosino recently. Fool, I'm everywhere. Foolishness is all over the world, just like sunshine. I'd be sorry if people thought your master was as familiar with foolishness that my mistress is. I think I saw you there, you wise man. Viola, oh no. If you're joking around with me, I'm leaving. Wait, he's calling for you. Next time God sends out a shipment of her, I hope she gives you a beard. Viola, oh, I know. Seriously, I'm dying for one. I mean, I'm dying for a man who has a beard. I don't want one to grow on my chin. Is Lady Olivia inside? Oh, if I had 2 of these coins, do you think they'd breathe more coins? Viola, yes, if you keep them together and invested them. Oh, I like to be like that famous pimp, Lord Pandarus, and get a cressida for my trollers. Viola, I get what you're driving at, sir. You are a very clever beggar. Fool, it shouldn't be too much to ask. I'm only begging for a beggar. They say cressida became a beggar in her old age. My Lady Olivia inside, sir. I'll tell them where you come from. Though I don't know who you are or what you want. I'd say I was out of my element, but that phrase is overused, so I'll say I'm out of my air. The fool exits. Viola, this guy is wise enough to play the fool, and only clever people can do that. He pays attention to the mood and social rank of the person he's joking with, and also to the time of day, and he doesn't let go of this target when a distraction appears. His job requires as much effort and skill as any wise man's occupation could, and he shows he's very smart in playing the fool, while smarter people look stupid when they play the fool. So Toby Bolt and Sir Andrew enter. Sir Toby Bolt, hello, sir. Viola, hello to you too, sir. am at your service, said Andrew. Oh God, I am too, said Twelfth. My niece would like you to come into the house, if your business here has to do with her. Viola, I'm headed for your niece, sir. She's the reason I'm here, said Twelfth. Taste your legs, sir. Please go inside. Viola, taste my legs. My legs stand under me, but I don't understand what taste your legs means. I mean, said Twelfth, please go into the house, sir. Viola, I will, but now we don't have to. Olivia and Maria enter. Oh, beautiful and accomplished lady, may the heavens rain those upon you, said Andrew. That young man's classy, rain of those, that's good. Viola, my message is not for anyone else to hear, my lady. It's only for your willing and receptive ear, said Andrew. For those willing and deserving, I have to remember those words so I can use them later myself. Olivia, close the garden door and leave me alone to hear his message, said Twelfth as Andrew and Maria exit. Give me your hand, sir. Viola, I give you my obedience and my humble service, madam. Olivia, what's your name? Viola, Cesario is my name, your servant's name, fair princess. Olivia, my servant. The world's gone downhill since fake humility started passing for compliments. You are not my servant, young man. You are Count Orsino's servant. Viola, but he is your servant, so everything that's his must be yours too. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam. Olivia, as for him, I never think about him. As for his thoughts, I wish he'd think about nothing at all, rather than think about me all the time. Viola, madam, I've come here to try to make you like him. Olivia, oh, please, I'm begging you, don't mention him again. But if you want to tell me that someone else loves me, I'd enjoy hearing that more than I'd enjoy listening to angels sing. Viola, my dear lady. Olivia, please let me say something. I'm begging you. After you cast your magic spell on me last time, I sent you a ring. I fear it was a mistake. Since I tricked my servant, myself, and you too. You probably think poorly of me after I forced that ring on you with such outrageous trickery. What else could you possibly think of me? Haven't you totally dismissed my honor and integrity in your anger? For someone as intelligent as you, the situation must be clear enough. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, and I can't hide my feelings. So, let me hear what you have to say. Viola, I feel sorry for you. Olivia, that's a step in the direction of love. Viola, no, not at all. It's a perfectly ordinary experience for us to feel sorry for our enemies. Olivia, well, enough of my whining then. That's that. I was getting carried away with fantasies I didn't deserve to have, but I should consider myself lucky. It's much better to be destroyed by a noble enemy than by a cruel and heartless one. Listen to that. The clock's scolding for me for wasting my time loving you. Don't worry, young man. I won't stalk you, and when you're older and wiser and ready for marriage, your future wife will have a fine husband. That's the way back home for you. Due west. Then west is where I'm headed. I wish you all the best. Olivia, stay, please. Tell me what you think of me. Viola, I think you are denying what you really are. Olivia, if that's true, I think the same thing about you. Viola, thought instead of what I am. I wish I was something better, but because right now I'm a big fool. Olivia. Oh, how beautiful he is, even when he's angry and full of contempt. A martyr can hide his guilt longer than someone in love can hide her love. Love shines brightly and can be hidden. Cesario, I swear by the spring roses, by virginity, honor, truth, and everything, I swear I love you. I love you so much that I can't hide my passion for you. As clever as I am, don't assume that because I'm pursuing you, there's no reason to pursue me. Put two and two together and realize that asking for love is good, but getting it without asking is much better. Viola, and I swear by my yacht and innocent that I've only got one heart and one love to give, and that I've never given them to a woman and never will. So, goodbye, my lady. I won't ever come to complain about my lord's love for you again. Olivia, then come again for another reason. You might still be able to make yourself fall in love with me, the person he loves, even though you hate me now. They exit. Act 3, Scene 2. Sir Toby Bulge, Sir Andrew, and Fabian enter. Sir Andrew, no, I won't stay a second longer. Sir Toby Bulge, why are you leaving my angry friend? Fabian, yeah, you have to tell us why, Sir Andrew. Sir Andrew, well, because I saw your niece Olivia treat the consummate and you better than she's ever treated me. I saw it in the old court. Sir Toby Bulge, did she see you there the whole time, old boy? Tell me that. Sir Andrew, yes, she saw me quite clearly. Fabian, well, that proves she's in love with you. Sir Andrew, are you trying to make fun of me? Fabian, no, I'll prove it with airtight evidence and logical argument. Sir Toby Bulge, you can't deny. Evidence and argument. They've been around since Nolan's Ark. Fabian, she flirted with the messenger boy to exasperate you, fire up your passions, and make you hungry and jealous. You should have run up to her, unleashed a few excellent quips invented on the spot, and rendered the young man speechless. That's what she was expecting, and you let her down. You wasted a golden opportunity, and now my lady thinks badly of you. You can only raise her opinion of you with some impressive act of courage or complicated intrigue. Sir Andrew, I'll have to do something courageous then, because I hate intrigue. I'd rather be a heretic than a schemer with fancy plots. Sir Toby Bulge, well then, improve your situation with a show of courage. With a show of courage, challenge. The Khan's young servants to avoid. Hold him in 11 different places. My niece Olivia will notice. And let me tell you, no matchmaker in the world can get you a woman faster than a reputation for courage. Vivian, it's really the only way, said Andrew. Said Andrew, will either of you give me this? Give him the message that I'm challenging him to a duel. Sir Toby Bulge, go ahead and write it down. Make your handwriting look like a soldier's. Be pointed and brief. It doesn't need to be witty as long as it's eloquent and imaginative. Taunt him as much as you want, since you're only doing it in writing. It's fine if you refer to him as fool instead of you. Write down as many lies as you can fit on a sheet of paper. Go ahead, get on with it. You may be using an ordinary pen, but you can fill it with poison ink. Now get busy. Sir Andrew, where will I find you when I've finished it? Sir Toby putty in your hands, said Toby. Bulge. He must like me, since he's let me spend 2,000 of his ducats. Vivian. His letter's going to be hilarious. But you're not going to deal with it, are you? Said Toby Bulge. Never trust me again if I don't. And by all means, see if you can get the young man to answer it. I don't think a team of oxen could get them close enough to fight. If you dissected Andrew and found enough red blood in his liver for a flea to eat, then I'd eat the rest of his corpse. He's a coward. Vivian, and his opponent, the young messenger, doesn't look like he'd be very aggressive in a fight. Maria enters, said Toby Bulge. Here comes my little bird. Maria, listen, if you want a good love, and I mean a side-splitting one, then follow me. That gullible-eated Malvolio must have renounced Christianity, since no Christian could do such outrageous thing as he's doing. He's wearing yellow stockings, said Toby Bulge, with crisscrossed laces. Maria, oh, he looks like a pathetic Sunday school teacher. I've stalked him like a murderer, and he's done everything the letter told him to. He smiled so much, his face has more lines in it than a map of the East Indies. You've never seen anything like it. I can hardly get myself from throwing things at him. I know that my lady's going to end up hitting him, and when she does, you'll imagine she's flirting with him. So Toby Bulge, come on, take us to him. They all exit. Act 3, Scene 3. Sebastian and Antonio enter. Sebastian, I really didn't want to inconvenience you, but since you seem to enjoy helping me, I won't allow you to stop anymore. Antonio, I couldn't stay behind after you left. I just felt a sharp desire to follow you. It wasn't just that I wanted to see you, though I very much did want that. I was also worried about what might happen to you while you were traveling, since you're not familiar with this area, and it's rough and unwelcoming to a stranger with no guide. I followed you because I love you and I was worried about you. Sebastian, my friend Antonio, all I can say is thank you. I know words are cheap. If I had any money, I'd back up my gratitude with cash. Anyway, what should we do? Should we go see the sights in the town? Antonio, we can do that tomorrow, sir. First, we should make sure you have somewhere to stay. Sebastian, I'm not tired, and night is a long time away. Come on, let's go see the sights. Antonio, I'm sorry, but I can't. You see, it's dangerous for me to walk in. These streets, once in a battle at sea, I did a lot of damage to Carthaginian warships. If they arrested me here, it'd be the end of me. Sebastian, you probably killed a lot of these men. Antonio, no, I didn't do anything as violent as that, though we would be justified in shedding a little blood over the matter. The whole quarrel might have been resolved since then, when we repaid what we stole from them, which most of our city did for the sake of friendly trade relations. I was the only one who refused to give back what I stole. That's why I'll pay dearly if they find me here. Sebastian, then don't make yourself too conspicuous. Antonio, you're right. Hang on a minute. Here's some money for you. The best place to stay around here is an inn called the Elephant in the suburbs south of the city. I'll arrange you for our meals while you enjoy yourself and educate yourself by looking at the town. You'll find me at the Elephant. Sebastian, why are you giving me your pass? Maybe you'll see some little trinket you want to buy. I doubt you've got enough money for a little purchase like that. Antonio, I'll hold on to your money and leave you for an hour. Antonio, we'll meet at the Elephant. Sebastian, I remember. They exit. Act 3, Scene 4. Olivia and Mariah enter. Olivia, I've sent for him. He says he'll come. What kind of food should I serve him? What present should I give him? It's easier to buy young people than to beg or borrow them. Oh, I'm talking too loud. Where's Malvolio? He's very serious, which is right for someone in mourning like me. Where is Malvolio? Mariah, he's coming, madame, but he's acting very strangely. He must be just possessed by the devil. Olivia, why? What's the matter with him? Is he talking nonsense? Mariah, no, he just smiles. You should have a guard nearby if he comes in here, because he's clearly disturbed. Olivia, ask him in here. Mariah exits. I'm as crazy as he is. If sad craziness and happy craziness are equivalent. Mariah enters with Malvolio. What's going on, Malvolio? Malvolio, hello, sweet lady. Olivia, you're smiling. I sent for you about a sad occasion. Malvolio, sad, my lady. I could be sad if I wanted to be. These crisscrossing laces to cut off the circulation in my legs a bit. But who cares? As the sonnet says, if you please one special person, you please everyone who matters. Olivia, why? What's going on? What's the matter with you? Olivia, my legs may be yellow, but I don't feel blue. It was addressed to him, and all this must be obeyed. I think we know whose fancy handwriting what was. Olivia, don't you think you should go to bed, Malvolio? Malvolio, to bed? Yes, sweetheart, I'll come to you. Olivia, for heaven's sake, why are you smiling like that and kissing your hand so much? Mariah, how are you feeling, Malvolio? Malvolio, you're asking me, noble person, don't answer to peasants. Mariah, why are you acting so brazen toward my lady? Malvolio, don't be afraid of greatness. That was well written. Olivia, what do you mean by that, Malvolio? Malvolio, some are born great. Olivia, what? Malvolio, some achieve greatness. Olivia, what are you saying? Malvolio, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Olivia, heaven help you. Malvolio, remember who liked your yellow stocking. Olivia, your yellow stockings. Malvolio, and wanted to see you with laces crisscrossed over your legs. Olivia, crisscrossed. Malvolio, go ahead. A happy new life is there if you want it. Olivia, am I a new life? Malvolio, if you don't want it, just keep acting like a lowly servant. Olivia, this is completely insane. Servant enters. Servant, Madame, Contusinus' young messenger has returned. It was hard to get him to come back, but he's here now, waiting for you. Olivia, I'll go to him. Servant exits. Mariah, take care of his poor fellow here. Where's my cousin Toby? Have some of my servants take care of Malvolio. I'd give half my dowry to keep anything bad from happening to him. Olivia and Mariah exit. Malvolio, oh, look at me now. Not a less person than Sir Toby, Lady Olivia's own relative, is going to take care of me. This is just what the letter said. she said in the letter. Get rid of your low-class trapping, she said. Argue with a relative of mine, like a nobleman, and be rude to servants. Talk about politics and affairs of state, and act free and independent. And then she explains how to do it. I should have a serious face and dignified demeanor, well modulated speech, acting like a distinct gentleman, and so on. I've got her now, but I've got God to thank for it. And when she left just now, she said, take care of this poor fellow here. Fellow, not Malvolio, not anything referring to my low station in life, but fellow. Everything's going perfectly, not the tiniest ounce, not the least insignificant amount of trouble or bad luck could ruin it. What can I say? Nothing can come between me and the fulfillment of all my hopes. Well, God is responsible for that, not me, and he deserves thanks. Maria enters with Sir Toby Bulge and Fabian. Sir Toby Bulge, where is he, for God's sake? I don't care if all the devils in hell cram together to possess him. I still want to speak to him. Fabian, here he is. How are you, sir? Malvolio, go away. I do not want to see your face. Let me enjoy my privacy. Go away. Maria, oh, listen to the scary devil speaking from inside him. Didn't I tell you, Sir Toby? Lady Olivia wants you to take care of him. Malvolio, doesn't she? Sir Toby Bulge, come on, calm down. We need to treat him gently. Let me take care of his. How are you, Malvolio? How are things? Come on, man, just say no to the devil. Think about it, he's the enemy of mankind. Malvolio, do you even know what you're talking about? Maria, look at Dad. He acts insulted if you say bad things about the devil. I hope to God he's not bewitched. Fabian, get a urine sample and take it to a witch doctor to find out. Maria, sure thing. We'll do it tomorrow morning. My lady would never want to lose him. Malvolio, what are you saying, mistress? Maria, oh Lord, said Toby Bulge. Please keep quiet. This is not the way to act. Don't you see you're upsetting him? Leave me alone with him. Fabian, gentleness is the only way to go. Gently. The devil inside him is rough. But we can't treat it roughly. So Toby Bulge. So, how are you, my pretty little bird? How are you doing in the sweet little chicken? Malvolio, sir. So Toby Bulge, yes, the little chick. Come along with me. Shut up, man. You're serious enough to know not to play games with Satan. Damn, that dirty black hominer of a devil. Maria, get him to say his prayers, said Toby. Get him to pray. Malvolio, my prayers, you hussy. Maria, no, I'm telling you, he refuses to hear anything about religion. Malvolio, go hang yourselves, all of you. You're all lazy and shallow. I'm not like you. I have a higher future waiting for me. You'll know more about it later. Malvolio exits. Toby Bulge, is it possible? Fabian, if this were a play, I'd complain it was unrealistic. Toby Bulge, he's really taking this prank to heart. He's playing the role perfectly. Maria, no. Follow him now, before he develops the prank and ruins everything. Fabian, whoa, we're really going to drive him crazy. Maria, the house will be so much quieter. saying, "We can go on like this, punish him and having some fun, until we're tired of it. Then we can take mercy on him and let him out, and talk about how well the tour went. We'll also worship you for setting up this trick. Let's do it. Let's do it." So Andrew enters. "Fabian, he's more insanity for us." Andrew, "Here's the challenge. Read it. It's bursting with fighting words." Fabian, "Is it that aggressive?" So Andrew, "Yes, it is, I think. Just read it." Stupid Bulge, "Give it to me." "Young man, whatever you are, you're a real scum bucket." Fabian, "Nice. Very courageous." Stupid Bulge, "Don't even ask why I called it that, because I won't give you any explanation." Fabian, "That's a good thing to put in. It keeps you from getting in trouble with the law." So Toby Bulge, "You come to see the lady Olivia, and she's kind too, but you are a complete liar. That's not why I'm challenging you to a duel." Fabian, "Nice and short and full of good sense, or should I say nonsense." So Toby Bulge, "I'll ambush you on your way home, and if you're lucky enough to kill me." Fabian, "Good." So Toby Bulge, "You'll be killing me like a common criminal, a mago." Fabian, "You still haven't said anything incriminating." Good. So Toby Bulge, "Good luck, and may God have mercy on one of our souls. You may have mercy upon mine, but I have a better chance of surviving, so watch out. Signed, your friend, if you treat him right, and your sworn enemy, Andrew Akachik." If this letter doesn't make him fight, I don't know what will. I'll give it to him. Maria, "You might have a great opportunity to give it to him right now. He's conducting some business with my lady, and sooner or later he'll leave." So Toby Bolt, "Go," said Andrew. "Look out for him in the corner of the old court as if you were a sheriff's deputy. As soon as you see him, draw your sword, and as you draw it, start swearing horribly. Sometimes a terrible swear, God, like a well-shot arrow, makes you look more brave and manly than getting in a fight would. Now, go." See, Andrew, "Don't worry about me not swearing enough." See, Andrew exits. Said Toby Bolt, "I won't deliver this letter. The young gentleman's behavior showed that he is sensible and has good manners. The fact that he serves as a go-between for his lord and my niece, Olivia, confirms this. So this letter, which is so incredibly stupid and ignorant, isn't going to scare him at all. He'll just think I need to wrote it. But I'll deliver Sir Andrew challenge by word of mouth, describing Sir Andrew as courageous in battle, and convincing the young gentleman that Sir Andrew is furious, impetuous, and a skilled fighter. This will make them both so afraid that they'll kill each other just by looking at each other." Olivia enters with Viola. "Fabian, here comes the messenger with your niece. Leave them alone until he sets off home, and then follow him," said Toby Bulge. "Meanwhile, I'll think of some horrible way to phrase the challenge." So Toby Bulge, Fabian, and Maria exit. Olivia, "I've said too much to someone with a heart of stone. I foolishly jeopardized my honor and reputation. I hate myself for behaving that way, but I just had to, and no criticism could have stopped me." Viola, "My lord acts just as crazy with love as you do." Olivia, "Here, take this piece of jewelry. There's a picture of me inside. Don't refuse it. It won't. I know you like me because it doesn't have a voice. And I beg you, please come here again tomorrow. What could you possibly ask of me that I wouldn't give you? as long as it didn't damage my honor and self-respect. Viola, nothing, except for your true love for my lord. Olivia, how could I honorably give him what I've already given to you? Viola, I'll give it back to you. Olivia, just come again tomorrow. Goodbye. A devil like you could lead me to hell. Olivia exits. So Toby Belch and Fabian enter. So Toby Belch, hello, sir. Viola, hello to you, sir. So Toby Belch, you'd better think up a way to defend yourself. I don't know what you've done to upset him, but someone has challenged you into a duel. He's reeled up and bloodthirsty, and he's waiting for you at the back of the orchard. Draw your sword and get on your toes, because your assault assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly. Well, there must be some mistakes, sir. I'm sure nobody would have any reason to fight with me. I can't remember anything I've ever done to offend anyone. So to be bold, you're wrong about that, I assure you. So if you value your life at all, be on your guard. Your opponent has enough youth, strength, skill, and anger to outfight anymore. Viola, but who is this person, sir? He's a knight. He was made a knight because of his court connections. But when he's fighting a civilian, he's a real monster. He's killed 3 people, and he's so furious right now that the only thing that will satisfy him is seeing you die. Fight to the death is his motto. Viola, I'll go back inside and ask the lady for some kind of escort. I'm not a fighter. I've heard of men who pick fights with other people on purpose, just to see how brave they are. This man is probably like that. Said Toby Bolt. No, sir. He's furious because you insulted him, and he has a right to satisfaction. So go out there and give him what he wants. You can't go back into the house unless you want to fight with me. And if you're willing to do that, you might as well just go and fight with him. So go to the orchard or take out your sword right now. You're going to have to fight one way or another. There's no doubt about that. Or else you'll have to stop wearing a sword and claiming to be a gentleman. Viola, this is as rude as it's strange. Please, do me this one favor. Find out what I've done to offend this knight. It must be something I did accidentally. So Toby Bolt, I will do so. Mr. Fabian, stay with this gentleman until I come back. So Toby exits. Viola, excuse me, sir. Do you know anything about this? Fabian, I know the knight is furious with you so much that he's willing to fight you to death, but I don't know anything else about it. Viola, what kind of man is he? Fabian, he's not much to look at, but he's very brave in battle. He really is the most skillful, bloodthirsty, and dangerous opponent you can find in Illyria. Do you want to go and see him? I'll try to call him down for you if I can. Viola, I'd be very grateful to you if you did. I'm much more of a religious type than a fighter, and I don't care who knows it. They exit. So Toby Barge enters with Sir Andrew. So Toby Barge, whoa, he's a real devil. I've never seen such a monster. I had a round with him, and his one thrust is so deadly that you can't even duck out of the way, and when he strikes back at you, he'll hit you as sure as you're standing here. They say he used to fence for the Shah of Persia. Sir Andrew, that's it. I want to mess with him. Stubby Bulge, yes, but now there's no way to calm him down. Fabian can hardly control him over there. Andrew, damn it, if I guessed he was so brave and such a good swordsman, I never would have challenged him. I'll give him my grey horse cabriolet if he forgets the whole thing, said Toby Bolt. I'll give it a try. Stay right here and try to look good. This may end without anyone getting killed. I'll ride your horse just like I ride you. Fabian and Bila enter. He's given me his horse to try to avoid the fight. I persuade him that the young man is a fighting machine. He is just as terrified of Sir Andrew. He's pale and hyperventilating, as if a bear were chasing him. So Toby Bolt, there's nothing you can do about it. He insists on fighting with you because he swore he would, but he's thought of his reason of challenging you to fight, and he realizes it's so insignificant that it's not worth thinking about. So draw your sword so he can carry out his vow. He promises not to hurt you. Viola, God help me. If anything happens, I'm going to have to tell them exactly how unmanly I am. Fabian, back off if he seems really furious. So Toby Bolt, come on, Sir Andrew. There's nothing you can do about it. The gentleman insists on fighting around with you. For the sake of his honor, the rules of dueling say he has to. But as a gentleman, and as soldier he's promised me, he won't hurt you. Come on, get ready. Said Andrew, I hope to God he keeps his promise. Viola, I said to you, I don't want to be doing this. They draw the swords. Antonio enters. Antonio, put your sword away. If this young gentleman has offended you, I'll take the blame for it. If you have offended him, I'll fight you. So Toby Bolt, you, sir, who are you? Antonio, I'm just a good friend of his. In fact, I do even more to him than what you've had his promise to do. So Toby Bolt, if you're someone who gets into fights, I'll fight with you. They draw the swords. Officers enter. Fabian, oh, Sir Toby, stop, the police are here. So Toby Bolt, I'll be back for you soon. Viola, please, sir, put away your sword, please. Sir Andrew, I certainly will, sir, and as for what I promised to you, I'm as good as my word. You can ride him easily, and he responds well when you pull the reins. First officer, this is the man. Do your job. Second officer, Antonio, you're under arrest on the orders of Count Orsino. Antonio, you must be mistaking me for someone else, sir. First officer, no, sir, not at all. I recognize your face perfectly, even without a sailor's cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I recognize him. Antonio, I have to obey. This has happened because I came looking for you, but there's nothing I can do about it now. I'll tell what's coming to me, but what will you do now that I have to ask you for my purse back? I'm more upset about not being able to help you than I am about what's going to happen to me. You look so confused. Don't worry about me. Second officer, come on, sir, let's go. Antonio, really? I must ask you for some of that money. Viola, what money, sir? I feel sorry for you in this situation, and I want you to thank you for the kindness you've shown me here. So I'll lend you some of my money. Though I don't have much, I'll give you half of everything I have right now. Take this, it's half all of my money. Antonio, are you really going to pretend you don't know me now? After everything I've done for you, you're refusing to help me. Don't make me more miserable than I am. I might do something really weak and unmanly, like listing the kind I don't know any kind things you've done for me, and I don't recognize your voice of your face. I hate an ungrateful man more than I hate lying, vanity, babbling, drunkenness, or any other vice that we feeble human beings are susceptible to. Antonio, oh my God. Second officer, come on, sir, please, let's go. Antonio, no, I've got something to say. I saved this young man's life when he was after death, nursed him back to health lovingly and tenderly. I devoted myself to him, since he looked noble and good. First officer, why should we go? Time's passing, let's go. Antonio, but oh, what a deceiver he turned out to be. You don't live up to your good looks, Sebastian. You look good, but you're bad on the inside, where it counts, since the only real flaws in nature are in a person's mind and soul. Only really cruel people can be called deformed. Beauty is a beauty, but someone beautiful and wicked is like an empty box decorated by the devil. The first officer, the man's going crazy. Take him away. Come on, sir, come on. Antonio, take me. He exits with the officer. Viola, he was so angry. I feel he must really believe what he was saying. I don't believe it, yet I wish I could. Oh, please be true. Please let it be that this man has mistaken me for you, my dear brother. The Toby boat. Come here, said Andrew. You too, Fabian. We've got some words of wisdom to mull over. Viola, he called me Sebastian. I know my brother's still alive in a sense, since I see him whenever I look in the mirror. My brother looked like me, and he dressed the same way that I'm dressed now, in the same colors, with the same accessories. Oh, if it turned out to be true that he survived, then that storm was kind, and the ocean was full of love. Viola exits. The Toby Belch is a very dishonest pony boy and more cowardly than a rabbit. He abandoned his friend in an emergency and even pretended he didn't know him. That shows he's dishonest. As for his cowardliness, ask Fabian. Fabian, he's a coward, a total coward. He's religiously devoted to his cowardice. Said Andrew, by God, I'll go after him again and beat him up. Said Toby Belch, please do, beat him up well, but don't draw your sword. Said Andrew, I swear I will. Fabian, come on, let's go see what happens. Said Toby Belch, I'll bet anything you like that nothing will happen. Once again, they all exit.